So on the Mark II Big 9, the arrangement is quite different. You can see the two rods here. I've replaced that one with an added length and put a pin there. I'm going to put a split pin, it's only got an arc clip at the moment. I'm doing the same with this one here. Should have two springs. That's a homemade spring, and I'm waiting for some more wire to come to make some more springs for the new rod so that I can clip that one. So if this fails, then it can't fall off and lose it. It's quite different. Yours is on the Mark III is quite different because you've got your switch. My switch is at the end of the steering column. Your switch is separate, so it's quite different. You've got the brass clamp here. This obviously turns the carburettor. It's got the original Solex carburettor, so that works really well. Here's the spring on the advanced and retard, if you can see that. That I had on this obviously got bolts at the bottom here. To get access to it, I could only get to this one at the front on the underside, so the spring was at an angle, it was just pulling against it. It's now underneath the rearmost bolt, or the stud rather, and now it pulls much smoother. It goes up and down much smoother than it did before, and now I get the full range. I've just adjusted this here, so the sort of slack position is on retard, so I get full advance on that. So it's quite different to yours. It looks quite complicated, and what they've done with the linkage, someone's obviously adapted it for that SU carburettor, which is, it's an OM type, isn't it? Which probably just bolt, well, it is a bolt on, isn't it? And it's quite different to the arrangement here to make it all work. Someone's gone to a bit of trouble with that, so it is quite different. But the principles are the same, of course. It's looking at another car that's a Mark III that's original to see how there's return spring works. So this definitely is where it went. I don't know if you can see it. You can see on the arm, you can see the witness mark there of where the spring used to go. It's not quite, well, it's probably not the same spring. So yeah. On the other side, the distributor side, the arm just comes straight through, and obviously the spring there is to stop the thing moving backwards and forwards relative to the block. So you've got yours on that bolt there to pull it back that way. So it does work, and you can see the slack is in the retard position, and the fully advanced is there. I think you've got a different distributor. Mine's a D41, which is the earlier one. They used it on quite a few cars. I think yours looks like a DK4, similar to that on my Ruby, but obviously the rotation will be whichever way you're looking at it. Lucas looked at it from underneath, so the Ruby goes in the opposite direction to the way it would go. This distributor works on the opposite direction to what the Ruby had on the Austin 7 Ruby. Same on the Austin Swallow as well.